This is Sarah Nichols, and this is my week 4 coding project. On 1A, creating the elements or creating the array with 8 elements, and then using the last element, subtracting the first element. You can get the last one by using dot length -1. And the first one is going to be in position 0. So we have 93 minus 3. Down here, you can see the result was 90. For 1B, there was one extra element, which was 87. And it works the same way as in the first example. Dot length -1 gives us that last element minus the first element. 87 minus 3 gave us 84. Using a loop to iterate through the array, adding the sum, and then finding the average. So you can see we're, by the notes here, we're looking at each number in the ages 2 array, adding those numbers, and then dividing the sum by ages 2 dot length to get the average. So that's 35. Number 2, creating an array of string called names was pretty simple. Using a for loop to iterate through, find the average number of letters per name. So we're looking at each name in the array names, adding the sum of each length, dividing by the number of names, and that gave us the average of 3 letters per name. Let's see, using a loop to iterate through. I had done this and had it worked out totally fine with the system out print. And then when I tried to continue on with the rest of the assignment, I couldn't get it to print on separate lines, even using print ln. So I finally just ended up commenting the whole thing out so I could move on. Accessing the last element of an array, used length -1. That gave us Bob. And there he is up there. First element is position 0. That gave us Sam, this one here. 5 and 6 I had issues with. I wasn't really sure how to use elements from one array to inform another array. So I got kind of hung up on number 5, and since number 6 is kind of based on 5, I didn't get far there either. Number 7, write a method that takes a string word and int n and returns the word concatenated to itself. My method is down here. So as long as int is within these parameters, it's going to return word and a space. And that's where we get hello 4 times. Here's the hello and 4. With number 8, I tried several times on this one. I'm not exactly sure where I went wrong. But here's the method down here. By the time I finally commented it out, I must have tried 5 or 6 different ways. So I never got the full name. I got errors each time. Number 9. Returns true if the sum of all the ints is above 100. And here is the method for that. So adding all the numbers in the array numbers and checking to see if that sum is greater than 100. The Boolean returns true if it is. And there was our true right there. Write a method that takes an array of double and returns average of all the elements in the array. Here we go. So taking every number in the array called array, adding those numbers, dividing by the array length to get the average. And that's number 11 there. Number 12. Write a method. I'm not really sure why I have 2. Oh. I have 2 falses. Oh, that's right. So array 1 was actually less than array 2, so that returned false. And then number 12 is false because the parameters are supposed to be if he has greater than 1050 in his pocket, then it'll be true. Unfortunately, it's 975. He doesn't get a drink. And here is the method down here. Need both parameters to be true in order for the Boolean to be true. And then for the one that I created, I was trying to find something that would subtract mileage as you go. I would do a lot of hiking outside for my job. So if we know that we're starting with 1,000 miles that need to be hiked, we can take the number of miles that are in the array and subtract those from the beginning 1,000 to see what we have left. And that's where I ended up at 326 after putting in these numbers in the array.